Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shannon and I'm a pet portrait and wildlife artist specialising in coloured pencils, so if that's of interest to you then keep on watching. I'm just going to do another little weekly studio vlog to see what sort of stuff I get up to on an average week, and this week I've actually got another coloured pencil workshop this Saturday. So this week's going to be all about getting ready for that, and I've got all sorts of stuff to catch you up on. I feel like a lot's happened since the last vlog that I filmed. So like I said, I've got a workshop this week and it's at a different venue to usual. I usually do them at Patty's Barn over in Cochrane, but I just thought I would try somewhere different for a little change. So the venue that I'm going to be doing the workshop at is Barton Grange Garden Centre in Preston, which is only about 15-20 minutes away from me, so not too bad. And this one is good because I didn't have to pay any upfront cost to book the room out. It's all taken out after the workshop, so it's a lot less risky than a lot of venues because a lot of the time you have to put a deposit down and then you pay the rest once the event's been and gone. But yeah, this one, there's not really any risk at all, so I just thought it was worth giving it a shot. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm feeling a little bit wishy-washy today. I'm losing my voice, which I'm a little bit concerned about because obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of talking at this workshop, but fingers crossed it won't be too bad. But yeah, so it's a different venue and we're going to be drawing a butterfly. I've done a little practice. Started it yesterday and I finished it today. It's a little bit washed out from the light, but it's a monarch butterfly that we're going to be drawing. And yeah, it should be a lovely day. I've got 4 tickets sold at the minute, so that is enough for the workshop to go ahead. I've not really marketed it very well, I'll be honest. I've not shared it that much, which again is my own fault. I tend to only post about it at the start when I've booked it and then I sort of forget. So I've done well to get 4 tickets really. But yeah, it should be nice. I do like to have a small group for things like this anyway, because it just means that I can get round and help everyone. So I'll go through a little bit more of the prep in this video, but another exciting thing to update you on is the fact that we are officially going to Kenya. The trip has been confirmed. We've filled all the spaces that we need to fill in order to go on the trip. So I am honestly just flabbergasted that we're actually going to be able to do it. For a long time it was looking like it might not happen. It wasn't likely. We had a lot of spaces to fill in a short period of time, but we managed it somehow. So my cousin Kirsty is actually coming with us now, and yeah, it's just a really lovely group. So yeah, expect Kenya vlogs later on this year. If you guys let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like me to film around the Kenya trip, do you want to see packing videos of what I'm going to be taking? Is that of interest to you? I don't know. Let me know if you want to see anything like that, because obviously if anyone else is planning a similar trip it might be helpful, but I imagine most of you probably just want to see the animals when we get there. So yeah, that's really exciting. I've not allowed myself to get excited about it until now, and even now it still doesn't feel real because it was January when I got offered to host a trip, and then June the 30th when we found out we were going. So that's 6 months of not letting myself get too excited about it. And yeah, the fact that we can officially say we're going now is just insane. We booked our flights on Friday, so that's all done. The trip's all sorted, and I had 3 of my jabs last week. So I now need to get the extra jabs that you have to pay for yourself, because you do get some of them on the NHS, which is the ones that I got last week. And I had a dead arm for about a week. I could not lift my arm. It was ridiculous. I didn't expect that. But yeah, so I need to get that sorted. Need to get visas, insurance, there's all sorts of stuff to get, so I need to get on that soon. But we've got a little while yet. We're going in September, so it's all very exciting. So yeah, I do expect some Kenya related videos at some point. I feel like I'm enjoying the new hair. I finally figured out how to style a fringe. I mean, it's not like a full fringe, it's just a little bit of a side fringe at the minute, but yeah, I've been really struggling with how to style it and I think I finally figured it out. So today I've just been packing up some orders. I've got some greeting cards and I've also done a slate coaster. So I'm going to pack those up now. So these are all of the bits that I've been doing today. So that's the cow slate coaster. This is a variety of different orders. So I've got bee card, turtle card, harvest mouse, elephant, cow, gorilla and tabby cat. So I need to get those all packaged up and sent out today. This is the current situation on my packing area. I usually have my bureau. Is that how you say it? I honestly can never get that word right. Bureau, writing desk type thing here. But I've been upcycling it finally and I've not finished yet. So I've currently just got everything all over the place and it's really bothering me. So I need to get on with that this week actually and finish it so that I can bring it back in and get everything tidied up. So at the minute I'm just packing at my drawing desk, which is fine. So that is a plan for this week though. So this first one is for Tom and that's on Etsy. So hi if you're watching, Tom. Thank you for your order. I don't know how many people who order on Etsy actually watch the videos. Probably not many, but just in case you are. And then this tabby cat one is from Christine, another one from Etsy. And then this final one is from Sarah, who I know personally. So yeah, she's ordered from my website. I need to actually get a box for those. Need to wrap that in a bit of paper. I always find those little shredded bits of paper really hard to tuck in. There we go. That is finished order though. I've very kindly been gifted this 4x6 thermal label printer by JADENS and it has been such a time saver. I don't think you realise how long like little things like this can take you. So I used to print all the labels out with my Epson printer just on like an A4 sheet. I'd cut the label out and then stick it on with sellotape, and I know that sounds ridiculous, like that doesn't take that long, but when you're doing a few orders at a time it really does seem to take more time than it needs to. So having a label printer that just prints it out and I can stick it straight on has been a time saver. So yeah, thank you so much to JADENS for gifting me that. Lovely pink colour. They did have a really nice like mint green but it wasn't in stock, so this actually matches better with this area here though, and Charlie is currently looking after it for me. So yeah, I am going to plug this in and do the order labels. I'm obviously not going to show you any personal details, but it just makes it so much easier because you can just stick it straight onto the envelope or package rather than cutting it out and taping it on, which if anyone does that at the minute you can probably relate to how long it takes. But yeah, I think once you sort of growing your business a little bit more, you're finding that something's taking more time than it needs to, it might be worth looking at other options, but it's more for if you're getting like larger numbers of orders and it's taking you a little while to get through it all. So yeah, I'll leave a link down below to where you can purchase this label printer. They do all sorts of other types of label printers too, and I've actually got a little giveaway for you. So JADENS are kindly gifting one of their D110 portable mini label printers. So all you need to do for this giveaway is subscribe to JADENS Home YouTube channel, leave a comment below on this video letting me know what you'd use this label printer for, and I'll pick a comment at random and arrange the delivery with you. I'll announce the winner in my next studio vlog, so good luck and thank you so much to everyone for always supporting the channel. Finally gotten round to putting some of my own artwork up in my studio. I decided to go for 3 of my mini square prints. I've made this little triptych and I absolutely love it. The frames I got from Amazon. They're called Hampton frames. The only thing I'd say about these frames is they're a little bit on the small side, which was a bit annoying because the mounts that I've got are like perfect 8x8 size, so I ended up having to trim those down a little bit to fit them in. But yeah, I just love the way that it looks. I think the colour is obviously very me, sage green. I feel like it's just a personality trait at this point. But yeah, I went for my blue tit, my kingfisher and the hare. I kind of want to start giving more examples of what my artwork actually looks like once it's framed and up on the wall. I do want to get a big frame to go behind me, but I want to finish that upcycle project first because there's no point me getting a frame and there being all that mess there below it. So yeah, I want to start doing that for my originals though. Let me know which is your favourite one down below. I've just made myself a snack and I'm going to get on with doing some commissions. I'm starting a new one, so I'm doing the line drawing, and it is a gift, so I don't really want to go sharing too much of it on here just yet. But I'm going to be getting on with that this afternoon, and then I might end up catching up with you tomorrow. So it's Wednesday morning and I'm going to get on with making my packs for the workshop. Just includes the reference photo, the materials list, like key terms and stuff like that. So the hard work is already done for this really. I just need to switch out the photo and stuff for the butterfly. The majority of it is all already done. It's just a case of like switching the colours and stuff out. So yeah, that shouldn't take too long. I do feel really stuffy and like a sore throat today. I gargled some salt water, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't get any worse before the weekend, but I can still talk, so that's like all that matters at the minute. Yeah, gonna get on with that. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long, and then I have some Patreon filming to do later on today. It's actually quite warm and muggy today. It's very grey outside, but it's like one of those like sticky, muggy days. I got some new glasses from Firmoo.com and I quite like them. My other ones were really scratched and the lens kept dropping out, and I thought if that drops out while I'm driving, that wouldn't be too good. So yeah, got some new glasses. Quite like the clear sort of styles. I need to check if I've sold any more tickets. Still 4 tickets, so if I put together 4 and then I can always reprint a few more if I sell any more tickets. There we go, I think that is looking good. I've made it a little bit bigger than the example that I did just because I found it was a tiny bit fiddly, so the extra room I think will be helpful. So I'm going to print a few of these out and I'm going to get on with the colour swatch sheets. Okay, that is the worksheets all done. Do need to print out the materials list and stuff like that, but that's the main bulk of it all done now. A workshop prep done and dusted for now, so I'm going to get on with the next part of my current Patreon tutorial, which is this lovely giraffe. I'm pretty sure I've shared this before in a vlog, but I've done a little bit more on it now. So as you can see, I've half done the nose, so I need to crack on with the rest of that today. I'm pleased with how this is looking so far though. I don't feel like orange coloured drawings pick up very well on camera, like they always look really dull and faded, but yeah, I'm making good progress with this now. There we go, that is that finished part. I'm pleased with how it's looking. It took me a while to do that bit, but I think it's going to look good when it's all finished. Okay, now I'm doing a bit more upcycling on this writing desk, and you know when you start something and regret your life decisions, I kind of wish I never started. This is the second lot of sort of paint and stuff that I've tried. I initially tried just sanding it all back to the wood and staining it with this browning wax, but the wood is all different on each part of it, so it looked really weird. So now I've painted the top bit cream like I did with my bedside tables, and I'm attempting to distress the top bit. I kind of wish I'd just painted it all one colour now, like a dark green or something like that, but hey ho, I do not want to strip this a third time, so I'm hoping after a few layers it's going to look decent enough. This morning I have edited the next part of the draft tutorial. I had a lovely phone call with Amy this morning. I'm actually going to her 40th birthday on Sunday in Haworth, so I'll take you along with me there as well and film as much as I can of Haworth because it's a beautiful little village in Yorkshire. I've been before to one of her workshops and I didn't get long enough to look round, so I would like a bit more of a look round if possible. Yes, now I am just going to do some Etsy orders, I think. I've had a few come through this past day or so. I'm actually a little bit panicky about the card that I use for greeting cards because I only managed to order 20 sheets of it from the WowVow website. They only had 20 left in stock, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on the stock and hope that it comes back, and if not, I might not be able to sell any greeting cards for a little while, but yeah, I'm going to get on with that now. Do you know what's really weird? Ever since I've moved back here, my printer hasn't jammed often at all. I think it's jammed twice, and I've just picked the paper out and put it back in and it's been fine. I used to have horrendous issues with this printer jamming and it's like it just isn't an issue anymore. I'm wondering whether it's like it wasn't quite level, I don't know. It's really weird though. I also think that the Tintoretto gesso card is a little bit thinner. I don't know if it's just me. I received a new order of it just as I moved back actually, so I'm wondering whether the card's a bit thinner. I don't know. It's really strange though, but I am not complaining at all. So these are the cards going out today. We've got a woodpecker and 2 tabby cats, and those are for Caroline, Sue and Jane, so thank you if any of you happen to be watching. Right, I've just sat down to do some more commission work this afternoon, and I've started on another portrait of Elvis, the German short-haired pointer, who is actually one of my friend's dogs, and he is such a gorgeous dog. I've met him before and I'm just overjoyed that she's asked me to draw him because he's beautiful. And in this reference he's just been in the water, so he's all soggy and wet. You can see all his fur's like all wet and stuck together, and I love drawing anything like this. I've been desperate to draw this breed for a long time, and yeah, what a good reference to get to draw. So I thought I would do a little bit of a draw with me because I can actually share this one because it's not a gift. So I'm going to start on the eye like I always do, and I'm just going to take my time to map all of the guidelines and stuff in. But yeah, I just thought I would chat about a few things because, like I said, I didn't ever really update you on the last workshop that I did. I sort of just ended the video very abruptly because I wasn't feeling too great at the time, and yeah, the last workshop was lovely. I actually got a little bit emotional at one point just because of how touching it is to help people to learn to draw, and also to like find out that it's helping people to get through tough times. I do think drawing is very cathartic and therapeutic, and I've been using drawing to deal with rubbish times, and to find out that other people have been using my tutorials to help get through a rubbish time, it just, yeah, it made me feel really emotional and sort of pushes you on to carry on doing stuff like this, because I do find the workshops quite daunting. I'm not gonna lie, like I was always that person at school or uni that hated doing presentations and standing up in front of the class. Yeah, it's my worst nightmare to be the focus of attention in front of a group of people. But saying that, because I'm doing something I love doing so much, I can kind of put that aside because the pros of doing it far outweigh the scary side that comes with it. So yeah, I'm excited to meet everyone on Saturday. Like I said, I have no idea who's coming to this one. Yeah, it should be nice either way. I think it's always a lovely group of people when it comes to drawing, because people who love drawing tend to just be doing it for all of the positive benefits that come with it. So I'm looking forward to that. I would like to get some more workshops booked in at the Rewilding venue that I usually do. Just need to try and work out a bit of a schedule. This eye's got a lot of red and orange in it, so I think I might use ivory for the base. I'm using the Canson Moulin de Roy paper again. This is definitely my new favourite. It's just so smooth. I'm debating whether I start using it in tutorials, but I kind of want my tutorials to be more accessible. And I don't think this paper will be as easy to get hold of as the Strathmore, but I do love it. I just think the way that the drawings look just is my favourite sort of style, when they look really soft and blended. Just using a bit of burnt ochre. I use mostly Faber-Castell polychromos for my drawings, but I do sometimes use Caran d'Ache Luminance or Pablo's, depending on if there's any extra colours that I need, because they've got a much sort of wider range of colours available than the polychromos. Like, you get lovely soft colours like this. That's a luminance pencil. But yeah, it always amazes me with these workshops, like how far people travel from to get there. It just blows my mind, to be honest, and I don't know where everyone will be travelling from on Saturday, but I kind of expected there to be more local people with the Barton Grange one, with them advertising it on their website, but I don't know, I suppose I'll find out. I think this venue's going to be a little bit more basic in terms of like the room itself. It's like a boardroom essentially, but yeah, it doesn't have all the sort of soft furnishings and really comfortable spaces, and it's not got the same vibe as the Rewilding that I usually go to, but it should still be good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I just hope that this cough subsides a little bit. Just adding some burnt sienna. I used to have really bad asthma when I was younger. I don't really tend to need an inhaler anymore, but whenever I get a cough, I feel it 10 times harder, and it almost like feels like it's coming back. So I'm just gonna keep drinking my honey and lemon and ginger and just hope for the best. So yeah, workshop prep pretty much done. I just need to put the packs together. They've said to not bring my own products to sell in the workshop, which I usually do, which is fine. I mean, they sell a lot of that kind of stuff in the garden centre anyway, so I wasn't expecting them to say yes. But she said if I do another one, then just to ask one of the managers and see if they'll let me or not. But yeah, I can obviously point everyone in the direction of my website and Etsy and stuff. So, I mean, in a way, that's like one less thing to worry about taking. So it makes it a little bit simpler for me. Adding some more browns and reds into the eye. I do like to really take my time to build eyes up. One of the most important parts of a drawing. You want to make sure you get the eyes right. I think it needs a bit more of a bright orange. Let's try orange glaze. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Kenya trip, actually. So I mentioned earlier in the video that we've confirmed it and it's all going ahead, which is extremely exciting. And you can actually still book onto the trip. So yeah, I didn't realise that we could still book people on even after the deadline once the trip's confirmed. Obviously we were just focusing on confirming it because it wasn't looking likely for a little while. But yeah, you can still come if you want to. The pricing has increased a little bit because the early bird pricing's all gone. And there's obviously no discount codes left because we did have a few discounts. But you can still come, so if you decide you'd like to book on, you can do so until, I want to say it's the 10th of August. Sure, that is the last day that you can book on to come and join us, and then that's the day that we also get passed on over to the trip operator and get to meet them, so that should be nice. The company that we're actually going on the trip with is called Intrepid Travel. So Trover are the company that sort of act as a middleman between us and Intrepid. And then once everything's arranged, they'll pass us over to Intrepid and they'll be sort of our guides and the trip company that looks after us once we get to Kenya. So like I said, we've got two groups sort of flying out of England. We've got a Manchester group and a London group. So if you're close to either of those airports and you'd like to join us, just let us know and we can tell you which flights we've got. We've managed to all get seats together, so that's really good. And Suzanne, who is flying from France, is going to get the same connecting flight as us. So the Manchester group, we're getting a connecting flight to Brussels and then from Brussels to Kenya. Yeah, it's not a direct flight for us, but it's not too bad because we're all together and it's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. We've also been sent some photos of the campsites. Well, it's an example of a campsite. That we're still a little bit like, we don't know what to expect, but I'll put the pictures on screen now so that you can see what we're dealing with. And if that's something that you've been concerned about and you're thinking about coming, might be useful for you to know. Just using a little bit of Payne's grey because there's a lot of blue toned grey in this reference. So yeah, Kenya trip, you can still book on. Let me know, like I said, what content you want to see about Kenya. Like, do you just want to see the trip itself or do you want to see anything leading up to it? Let me know. And there was another thing that I wanted to update you on, and that is that I've put a load of my originals onto my website. So you can now just purchase them directly through my website. They've got a price on, like all of the information's there. Or you can have a browse and then email me because my website is currently set to UK shipping only. And I had a go at changing that to allow for international shipping. I had a bit of a nightmare recently with an order that I had through my website. It was kind of like the first one that I had testing out international shipping. And I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know if Royal Mail were just didn't like the parcel for whatever reason, but it got returned to me 4 times. So I'm sticking to Etsy when it comes to international orders because they sort out all the customs and stuff for you, so it's a bit easier. And yeah, I really don't know what happened with that one. I was a bit confused by it, but my customer's lovely and she understood and we're sorting it out. I used the Royal Mail website to do the shipping and it just, I don't know if I did something wrong, but it just wasn't for having it. So this is a Pablo pencil and it's dark grey and I love this pencil for black dogs. It's got slightly like turquoisey colour to it, so quite often with black dogs there's a lot of blue, sort of like turquoisey colours in there, so this pencil is my favourite for adding like the mid-tones into a black dog. I might have to stop talking now because I keep coughing, so I will catch you up another time. Please excuse the strumming or lawn mowing or whatever it is outside, but today I have been doing some last bits of prep for my workshop tomorrow. I've sold one more ticket, so I've got 5 people coming currently and there's one more left, so I'm still holding out hope that I might be able to sell one more. But yeah, I've put all of the coloured pencils together, I've put the worksheets into the packs, and I've pretty much nearly finished everything now, so I'm feeling very organised. I've put together that one extra pack in case somebody does book on. It's really hot and sticky today, so I'm trying my best to keep cool. I've got like all the windows open, the blinds down. I do struggle when it's really warm, but then complain when it's cold, so I'm not complaining. So I've got my list of everything that I need, and I have packed this box with all of the bits and bats. This time I'm just going to take some freebies. I kind of wish that I'd done this for previous workshops now, like give a free card to everyone. I think it's just nice to have something to take away as well. I've just got a small selection of designs, everyone can pick one to take home. Yeah, everything else is in there ready. I just need to get my tripod and laptop and stuff later today or tomorrow. I'm still using those for now, so that can be sorted out, but I'm all organised and ready to go. I think I might finish off my tax return stuff because that is something that I need to get on with. And it's a nice day, I could sit sort of outside or near the door and just finish it off, do all my spreadsheets and all the boring stuff, and yeah, I think I would feel better if I did that. Okay, I've just finished doing my extremely boring admin work, just sorting all my receipts and everything out and doing all my spreadsheets. It was honestly mind-numbing. I hate doing stuff like that. I do have an accountant who does the tax return part for me, but I still have to go through and sort all of my own receipts and stuff, so yeah, that was incredibly tedious, but I'm going to treat myself to an hour or so in the garden now. It's about 3:30, I think, and I thought I would just show you what I have been reading recently. So this is my current read. It's called The Flight, and it's about 2 people who are trying to run away from their lives, and they both go to the airport on the same day, and they swap flight tickets and all of the clothes and all of the belongings and lead their separate lives, but one of the planes ends up crashing. So it's really interesting so far. It's like a thriller, sort of switches between the 2 characters at different times and stuff. So I'm really enjoying that one, but I don't think that is one to read on holiday because it is about a plane crash. But yeah, then I also read Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, and that one was a nice, quick, fun read, but I always find Colleen Hoover books are a little bit like, really? I don't know. They're a little bit far-fetched, but still always a fun read. So yeah, I enjoyed that one. A Life Worth Living, what was that one? I just had to go on my Goodreads and find out what that was, and that one was mental. It was about 2 twins that go to a party together. On the way there, they have a car crash, so again, another crash, how very depressing of me, but they get into a car crash and one of them passes away, and then the other one takes on her identity, because the twin who died has kids and she doesn't, and she has more to live for. So yeah, it's absolutely bonkers and really ridiculous, but also quite a fun read. So yeah, wasn't sure how I felt about that one, but a fun read nonetheless. And then Remarkably Bright Creatures, that's one that I've seen really good reviews for, and I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed the parts where it was the octopus talking, and I kind of wanted more of that. in there, but the rest of the story about the main character and stuff I just wasn't really connecting with, so I enjoyed it, but it was a little bit slow for me, that one. Eleanor Elephant is completely fine. I actually loved that book. Not a lot happened in it, but I really enjoyed the character. She was really funny and I liked the dark twist that was in it. Yeah, that one, I looked at it and it had very mixed reviews, but I really enjoyed that one. And then Last Time I Lied, don't really think I enjoyed that one that much. I think, is that where they go to the summer camp? I just checked and I rated that one 2 stars on Goodreads, so I clearly didn't enjoy that one. I think it's where the main character goes back to a summer camp that they went to when they were younger. And something happened and she lied about it, and then it's all about finding out what it is that she lied about, and I just remember being a bit like, is that it? I don't know. And then The Seventh Girl, again, didn't love that one. I've had a lot of thrillers and like murder stories that I've just not enjoyed recently. So yeah, wasn't too keen on that one. The only one left, I did enjoy that one. That was about a carer who went to work for a murderer, or at least everyone thinks that this woman is a murderer and that she murdered all her family and she's now paralysed and needs caring for. And that had a really good twist in it, so I do recommend that one. I did enjoy that. Hidden Pictures, that one was okay. I really enjoyed it up until the end when I was like, I don't know, I just feel like they all have really not great endings. Oh god, I've read so many as well that I've just started and I've struggled to get into. But yeah, that's just some of the recent books that I've read. I feel like I've not explained the story of them very well, but you can go and look into it more if you like the sound of any of them. So I'm going to carry on with this one for a little bit now. Okay, so this is the room that we're working with today. Say hello. Mum's just having a chill over there. She's helping me again for this workshop. So this is the setup I've gone for. We've got 5 people attending, so these are the work packs. Got the projector with my BenQ idea cam. So this is my setup. To do the line drawing for my demo drawing actually. Do that before everyone comes. Got my list of names, and then I've got refreshments, so tea and coffee, some water. So just waiting for everyone to come now. We're trying to figure out how to get some music playing. He said they've only got a CD player that has X Factor singers music on it, so I don't think we'll go with that. I might have to play Spotify out of my phone or something just for a bit of background noise, but yeah, we're pretty much all ready, so I'm gonna do my line drawing and just wait for everyone to come. I had such a lovely time at the workshop that I'm going to book some more dates in soon, so keep an eye out for those. And then afterwards we went for a little wander around the garden centre. I just love the displays here. I feel like they do such a good job of making it really fun and exciting to look round. I love coming to places like this if I'm ever feeling uninspired, because it gives me so many ideas. I also love the fact that if you come to a workshop here, it's a full day out. You can have a look around the garden centre, you can go to the cafe, and you can even go and play mini golf at the flower bowl if you want to. Hello. It is 10 o'clock on Sunday morning and we're just about to set off to go to Haworth to go to Amy's 40th birthday party. I'm going to film as much as I can. We're probably going to have a look around some shops and get some lunch before we go to the party, so yeah, I'll take you along. Haworth is a small village in West Yorkshire, famously known as the home to the Bronte sisters, who wrote timeless classics like Gothic novel Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. You will find lots of magic and ghost-themed paraphernalia in Haworth, as it's also known for tales of witchcraft and hauntings. You can explore the cobbled streets, museums and independent cafes and shops. We stayed in Weavers of Haworth guest house and we both said that it was one of the best hotels that we've stayed at. The attention to detail is incredible and I would recommend it to anyone who wants to visit Haworth. We met up with Amy one last time and she brought Max and Maggie with her and we had a wonderful time. So I really hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please make sure to give it a like if you did and subscribe to see more videos like this, and I shall see you in the next one. So bye for now.
Doesn't really matter while wishing for something better.